Lots of familiar faces in the lineup for the Kings last night. They got some kind of a Montreal Canadiens retirement home going on over there. But you know what? You know what really chaps my ass about the Kings? The Habs can't beat them. For whatever reason, it can't be done. Last night was just another opportunity. Samuel Montembeault, he's going to get the start for the Canadiens. Ed Kemper for the Kings. The puck is dropped. And I've got no complaints at all with the way that the Canadiens started this hockey game. They were getting a lot of chances. They were getting a lot of pretty good looks. But it became evident pretty early that Kemper, he was going to be a problem. And a big one. I felt like the Habs had plenty of opportunities to run away with this thing. They get a power play. They get a 5-on-3. But for some reason, they just can't seem to get on the board. They can't seem to capitalize on the power play. And it was at this point in the game where it started to look pretty bad. It started to look pretty painful out there. Kirby Dach was getting treated like a middle child. They started blaming him for everything. Stuff he didn't even do. Crimes he didn't even commit. But with less than a minute remaining on the clock, Josh Anderson puts the Canadiens up by 1. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe they're going to build off of this. Maybe. They're going to come out of the gate flying to start this second period. But boy, was I ever wrong. Because just a minute in, this is where the real torture begins. It's former Hab, Big Joe Edmondson. He's about to make it a 1-1 game. Look at that. That's his first goal of the season. I wouldn't even be shocked if that's his first goal since he left, for God's sake. A couple of minutes later, Quentin Byfield is going to make it a 2-1 game, and Big Joe, he even gets an assist on that one for good measure. Just go ahead, take it all, Joe. Take a hot dog before you leave, too. And wait, hold up. If that wasn't bad enough, look at this one. Kevin Fiala makes it a 3-1 game, and I don't even know what to say. If I speak, okay, I'm going to be in trouble, but you know what? I don't even need to speak right now because this clip, it speaks for itself. But everything that could possibly go wrong in that second period, it went wrong, okay? And it's not like the Kings were dominating or anything like that. In fact, 2 of these teams were tied with 7 shots apiece during that second period. So now we're going to move on to the third period to see if the Habs, if they could come back. Okay, they needed one. They needed one pretty bad. But they're not going to get one. Instead, with 9 minutes left to go in the game, Lane Hudson's going to get stripped. He's going to get his pocket picked. And look who it is. It's 16-year-old locksmith, a former first overall pick. That's Mario Armia, crushing his former team, giving the Kings a 4-1 lead. And ladies and gentlemen, there ain't no coming back from this one. Los Angeles, they're going to score one more on an empty net to make it 5-1, which is your final score. There was a lot of sad faces behind that Habs bench, but you're just going to have to learn and move on because these games against the Kings, they're cursed, okay? They're cursed. So here we go. Let's take one step forward and take a look at the new updated standings. Believe it or not, the Canadiens are still hanging on, okay? They're still sitting right at the very top of the Atlantic Division. Boston is slowly creeping in there. They're on a bit of a heater right now. They're actually going to be in Montreal to take on the Canadiens on Saturday night. So you don't want to miss it. That's going to be a big one. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet because I want to forget about it, okay? That was just a game where they couldn't get anything going. They couldn't even make a pass. As much as it sucks, we're going to have to forget about it. The next game is going to be on Thursday night against the Dallas Stars. Now, you can let me know how you felt about this one last night down in the comments section. Please don't forget to poke that like button right between the two eyes before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.